on YouTube? In today's video, we're gonna do a little bit of exploring and DoorDash in a completely new zone, a mountain area that's like 20-30 minutes away. Allegedly, it's a really expensive area. Let's go see if it's any good, just for fun. This video was inspired by this comment saying that the real Albert Einsteins of DoorDash actually dash up here in the Cave Creek Carefree area. I've never been up here, so I guess it's worth a shot. What if it's secretly super good? And here we are. It's kind of like an old western town. Now it's time to sit and wait for an order. I don't know if any of these restaurants are even on DoorDash. Yowzers! $20 for 21 miles? It's already been about almost 10 minutes, and the only other order I got was this $19 for a 14-mile Sprouts order. So I decided to drive down the street a little bit to Carefree, where there seems to be a little more buildings. 13 minutes for 1 mile? Why? Oh, that'll explain it. A motorcycle event or something. But at least while I'm driving, I get a $9 for 5 pizza order finally. Let's get it done, our first order. What if I just drove into all those spikes, man? I would be not in a better scenario financially after doing an action like that. I wasn't quite sure where the restaurant was after looking at the map, but I discovered it was down this walkway and to the right. And while I was driving to the drop-off, I spotted this Instacart. $26 for 11-mile double order, only 7 items though. At first I dismissed it because it being a double from 2 different stores is not going to be an order that I would usually take. But then I realized it's the 2 p.m. hour and I'm probably going to get nothing on DoorDash if I don't take this one now. So I did it. Bath and Body Works is our pickup. It's behind that cactus, or what the hell even is that plant? I don't know.
According to my calculations, that plant is most commonly known as the ocotillo plant. Did you know that it is actually more closely related to the tea plant and blueberries than it is to a cactus?
Blueberry? Blueberries don't have spikes like that. What are the odds that you touch it?
1 in 50?
17. Oh, a bet's a bet, Dashy.
Fine, I doubt it'll hurt me anyways. I'm tough as nails.
I got the first shop done quick because the employee helped me out finding the items. The second shop didn't go so well from Basha's because the 2 of the wine bottles were out of stock, which is going to lower the pay. And to make it worse, the checkout line was insane. Alright, time to do the drive now. And so far, we're only at $31.07 in an hour and 45 minutes, moving at an hourly rate of $17 an hour. And that's since we started our first order, being generous, not including the drive up to get here. We gotta camp at the town hall. Camping at the town hall for orders. And we got hit with one of those brutal midday waits. It was so bad that I wanted to time travel back in time to prevent myself from coming up here. Let's go! We got one, $11. You know it's bad when you have the seat laid back. I've been waiting here for a long time, maybe 30 minutes, 40 minutes, maybe even, maybe not 50 minutes, but we've been waiting for a long time. Let's go do this order. And finally, our first order that is actually good, a $5 extra tip, giving me some hope for this area, especially after the next one I get. Here we go, we got one, $10 for 6 Jersey Mikes, and after this, we're starting the dinner rush. We're gonna actually see if this area is good. Another extra tip, $19 in 18 minutes. Now things are actually picking up. There we go, guys, that's what we've been looking for this whole time. Trying to find some rich people to deliver to. This one is $20 for only 4 items from AJ's Fine Foods. Let's get it. I was searching for this wine that I couldn't find, and it turns out it was tucked away, hidden in the back corner here. And the downside to delivering to rich people is that they're super picky. They wanted fresh, wild cod fillets, but they only had ones that have been frozen before, and the customer freaked out and said they don't want it. No, it's not good enough for them. But it worked out in my favor because it was more expensive, so that should increase the pay. Let's see. Took longer than expected, but it should end up being more than I expected. This is the most Arizona thing I've seen in a while. And I live in Arizona. Uh-oh. A Karen. And Instacart coming right back again with the $18 for 5 items? Okay, that's pretty good. This is the most I've been doing Instacart in a long time. I mean, we might be able to average out our dollar per mile back up if I keep getting the Instacarts from this AJ's Fine Foods. Guys, hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed this video so far. We are almost at 50,000 subscribers. Dropped it off and the person was like, aren't you freezing in shorts? I don't think this person has left the state of Arizona. I drove back to the same store for my 3rd Instacart in a row from them, but this one didn't go so well. They only had the smaller size bottle of this specific brand that the customer wanted. No other water is acceptable. That's how you know that someone's rich. Man, that one ended up being a lot worse than I thought it was gonna be. And now we've built our way up to $120 in 5.5 hours for an hourly rate of $21 an hour. And remember that hourly rate because this next order is going to change it drastically. I get this $5 for 5 mile cash on delivery order. Not the best, obviously, but I took it just to see how much the subtotal was. And it says $82, so I'm definitely gonna take a chance on that. I got this add-on order as well, and what happened next, I was not expecting. All right, we're dropping off the one with the cash on delivery first. It's only half a mile away. Let's go see how much this is gonna be. Oh my goodness, guys. I just did the best order I've ever done in my life. This lady hands me $200. $200, man. Oh, man. Wow. I can't even, man, that's real nice, man. She handed it to me, she said, here's 100 for you and another 100 for you. I dropped off the second one for another $8, and then I came into an intellectual realization. Wait a minute, guys. I just came to a realization. With that $120 cash tip, and the fact that I say that the $700 challenge begins when I do my first order, that's always been the rules, that pushes at like $250 in 6 hours. Do you know what this means? Technically, I could do $700 in one day, in one 24-hour period. All I have to do is make $450, but that means I gotta stay up all night, and it doesn't matter, we're going for it. Today is the 10th attempt at the $700 in one day challenge. But if we're gonna take this seriously, we need to get back to a more familiar area. I've gotten extremely lucky here today, but I have no idea how it is late night. Probably not that good. And super clutch. Not only did this order bring us to where we needed to be, it also had a $7 extra tip. I took a risk with this $11 for 8 mile Cold Stone order next from the trip radar because I was estimating 20 minutes, but it was heading the opposite direction that I wanted to go. But a $10 for 5 brings me right back just like a boomerang. Back at this shopping center, I needed to come through with another order for me. I had to settle for $8 for 4. I'm noticing it slowed down. At this point, my focus is just to keep grinding and not think about the numbers too much and how far away I am from 700, just to keep pushing. Long line at this Taco Bell. Do I wait for $8? I guess we'll just do it. Hopefully this is not a mistake, guys. Hopefully this is not a mistake. There's no way out. Dude, this one car is taking like 10 minutes. They did like 4 or 5 cars really quick, and then this guy, what did he order? A whale? Come on, man. And after I dropped off that Taco Bell order, I had a very contendable pace of $339 in 9 hours and 30 minutes for over $35 an hour. Obviously, all of that is due to that $120 pizza order, but I started to realize that even with that, there's a major problem around the corner. I was gonna end up being a bigger problem than I thought. You see, I started at 2 p.m., which is fine and all, but since I woke up at 7 a.m. and spent half the day already awake already, I'll be needing something that I usually don't need during these $700 challenges, sleep. Usually I wake up around 6 a.m. and immediately start, and with the help of energy drinks, I could go for 20 plus hours, but the 24-hour cutoff time is 2 p.m., and if I kept going, that would mean that I would have to stay awake driving for over 30 hours, which is not happening. I was thinking maybe if I slept for 4 hours, I could still have a shot, but sleeping during a $700 challenge and making it would be crazy. I did get this really good one right here, which prompted me just to keep going no matter what, but I ran into a major issue. We're dropping off this business building, but it looks closed. It says to bring us to the 2nd floor. There's no one here, no cars. I don't know about what's going on with this one. Let's see. Oh my goodness, bro. Bro put the wrong address. He was actually 15 minutes away, and to make it worse, the gate code was not working. The button was stuck. And he said he'll meet me out here, but it'll take him a long time to get here. I came down to the final calculations looking at the numbers that at this point, after dropping off this $15 Pizza Hut order, my hourly rate has dropped down to $31.55 an hour. And if I went home and slept 4 hours and I woke up at 6:30 a.m., I would have 7.5 hours to make $305 and an hourly pace of $40 an hour to hit my goal. There's no way that we're sleeping and hitting that goal. And as you guys know, the truth is Deliveries has gotten slower recently, making making it even harder to hit that $700 in one day goal that we're trying to get on this channel. And there's no way I could stay up driving for over 30 hours. So maybe even with that $100 cash tip, I got a little ahead of myself. But you bet if we were in Boston back in the prime days, an $100 tip would have sent us straight to a $700 in one day victory. But back to what this video was originally supposed to be about. Is the Cave Creek area good? Here are the numbers I put up while I was up there, obviously inflated due to that $120 pizza order. So let's take that crazy order completely out of the equation to see an hourly rate that is more likely to be expected here on a daily basis. And that total ends up to be $140.25 in 6 hours and 15 minutes for an hourly rate of $22.44 an hour. I have to give it another shot. If we get 1,000 likes on this video, I'll come back up to the zone and do some more Instacart and see if we get some of those rich people tips. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed this episode, and we'll see you in the next one.